But for me, it's like you're just adding depth. He's going to be a starter, whether it's in year 1 or year 2. He could be a backup. He could start after week 8, where someone goes down or something like that. And I hate to say that, but it's going to happen whether Jonah Jackson's out for 4 or 5 weeks. He goes on IR, a stint there. You bring in this guy who's able to sit for a couple weeks to start, maybe 6-7 weeks in the NFL, get some reps under him. All I'm saying is I think having him in rotation, either as a starter right away, which would be a great thing, because if he beats up Jonah Jackson, if he beats out Braxton Jones, it's just going to raise the level of depth, the ceiling of that offensive line, which is so important for Caleb, because I think that's where we're going to really see him shine, where he can feel like he doesn't have somebody in his face within a second of snapping the ball. So for me, Joe Thuney, he's not going to be here probably in 4 years. This kid, Will Campbell, he's going to be in his prime in 7-8 years probably along those lines. So I think it'd be a great pick. I would love it at 12, right? Move back, be able to actually snag him, something along those lines where he falls. But that's where I love Will Campbell. I think he can play left tackle. If not, I think at the very, very minimum, he's going to be a Pro Bowl guard. So if not,
can I throw some stats out though for like his body size, right? So like as an offensive tackle, his height 6'5", he's in the 50th percentile, which is okay. Weight, he's good. He's in the 319 pounds, 67th percentile. Arm length, 7th percentile. That means he's in the bottom, very bottom of that arm length. And then hand for a tackle, 13th percentile, right? And Waylon talked about it, right? Arm and hand is one of the biggest ones to look at there, okay? But as a guard, if he moves to guard, height, he goes from 50th to 87th. Weight, he stays around the same, so 67th to 69th. And then arm is not the percentile here, but he goes to the 23rd longest arms for a guard in the NFL, and then hands would be 22nd. So you can see the significant difference when it comes to how he would be compared when you're looking at his size. Now, does that mean everything? No, because if that's the case, we see all the time, you would just draft all these giant people and be like, you're good to go. But it does kind of leave it up to debate, like, where does he go? I agree with you that adding him will make our offensive line better, no matter if he's starting right away or if he's backup. But I'm going to lead this to Jack. How much would it piss you off based off your piss meter, right? Which is get that trademarked. Based off your piss meter, if we draft Will Campbell, right, and he is a guard or even a tackle, but he's not starting right away, like, is that worth the value of taking at 10? Like, I'm okay with it, but like, are you like, no, you should have went for someone that should have been. They should be playing right now.
That's where I'm at, is that we need somebody that can play right now. Like, we have a certain amount of holes in our roster left. And then besides though, if we fill those holes, right? If left tackle was solidified, if our running back situation was solidified, our D-line solidified, whatever else, like, we're a contending team. So let's fill these holes rather than, I don't know. Like 10 is such a specific pick. Like, again, if it was 17 or 21, like we trade with Steelers, I don't give a shit. You can sit on the bench, we'll develop, and you'll be a star one day. When we have 10, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, that's where I'm at. So I don't know. I would kind of be pissed just because it's like we have, but like you said, it could always be a plug and play situation. If Braxton doesn't work out, throw him at left tackle, then he's starting and we can forget the whole conversation.
Okay, what order then? Tyler Warren was second. You had trade back was first. Is this third?
The only thing was the specific thing that Tito said.
Yeah, the specific trade.
Go to 11, draft Hampton, and let Genty or whatever the hell. Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Love you, Tito. That was crazy. But this would probably be 3, because I wouldn't be like, oh my God, this team's like, we're doomed. Fuck polls, get him out of here. But I wouldn't be like, it's just like we're at 10. What Dave was just talking about with Rome was when we take Rome, we were all like, hell yeah, like he's going to be awesome. We can't wait to watch him. Imagine doing that and getting a guy that's going to sit on the bench for 15 games, Like, I don't know. It kind of sucks.
It does. We do have a follow-up question here.
He might not even be there, too.
He may not, too. He could easily be gone. So, Alex, OG member here, said, Jack, who is your dream pick at 10? Everyone being mentioned so far seems to piss you off. So, we'll let's get your thoughts. What's your dream pick?
Tune in next week, and you'll find out.
All right, boom. All right.
Oh, that's good.
We love that.
It's professional.
We love that. That's a professional.
I'm all class, Dave. I'm all class.
Hey, well, honestly, though, we are coming up on an hour here. Vic, let's go ahead and give some shout outs if we can. And then also we'll go through just an ad read. But again, if you are here on a Sunday morning, we got 112 so far live stream on YouTube. So if you can hit that like button, it does help support the pod. I'm going to hand it over to you, Vic.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Again, thank you all for joining us on a Sunday morning on the BFR podcast, the number one show for the fans, by the fans, because Dave, Jack, and I are fans like y'all. We enjoy the highs, the lows, the excitement of the draft, everything in between, because we love this team just like y'all do. So we really do appreciate y'all being here for the BFR show. Again, the number one show for the fans, by the fans. Like Dave said, if you would like to help us out and help this show grow, please just give a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that. Also hit that, if you subscribe, hit that notification bell as well. A lot of times, you don't get notified when it happens. If you join a Patreon, you will. But a lot of times, it may not. If you can get that notification right to your phone, like, oh, I got to definitely see what Erroneous Jack's up to, then make sure you hit that notification bell. And again, like this stream as well before you leave. If this is your first time, first off, thank you again for joining the BFR podcast. Go ahead and leave a hashtag New Face Gang in the chat. We'll give you a shout out before the end of the show. And our OGs, as always, I already know some of you already left some because you guys are fucking awesome. Leave a hashtag OG in the chat. We'll give you a shout out before the end of the show. And then speaking of shout outs, I want to give a shout out to our Patreon members as well. We have our Hall of Fame Grizzly members, which is Michael from across the pond. We got Gage. I saw Phillips in here. And then we got Michael Berry as well. I think he was in here as well. So shout out to y'all. Also, if you guys are Bulls fans, follow Philip. He does do for Justin Idiot Chicago. So if you want to get your Bulls content, go there. Sorry that you're Bulls fans, but if you want that, you can definitely follow him. And then shout out to our rookie Grizzly Patreon members as well. Alex, who's just in here. Shout out to you, Brian, Chris, Jason, and Eston. We really do appreciate all the love and support. And if you want to join the ongoing community and get a shout out on every one of our shows, you can join our Patreon, which is the BFR Dan on Patreon. And on there, we have a bunch of monthly exclusives. We have monthly giveaways, private Zoom calls, mailbag episodes, and much, much more. Actually, speaking of much, much more, we did drop an exclusive merch line for our Patreon members, which are fire. I know that Mike already bought one. It looks dope. It's only exclusive to our Patreon members. And then this week, we will be dropping a less exclusive version of that merch for everybody. So we do have new merch dropping out for the month of April to get ready for the draft. So we're super excited about that. But if you want to join our Patreon, we have 2 tiers. We have 3 tiers. You can join for free. We drop our monthly schedule in there, which I'm working on for the month of April here coming up. We have a giveaway coming up literally tomorrow. So if you want to get in there, make sure to get in there and you have a chance to win some free merch. And then we have our rookie tier, which is $3, super cheap. You can get in there and you'll get access to our private Discord, our monthly giveaways, our mailbag episodes. And then if you want the exclusive tier, which is the Hall of Fame Grizzly tier, that's where you get the private Zoom with Jack, Dave, and I once a month. So fire merch as well. That merch is live now. You can get our regular standard BFR merch on the store, thebfrstore.com. Let me throw it up here right now. So we do have that on there. Hats, hoodies, shirts, wonderful stuff. But yeah, we'll be updating the store and adding in some of the new drops, which the Patreon members are already saying it looks fire. I think you guys will thoroughly enjoy that. So again, if you want to support us, please do by joining the Patreon, buying some merch for yourself, for your friends, for whoever it may be. All the proceeds just go back into making the show bigger and better for y'all. And if not, that's totally fine. We do appreciate the super chats as well. Thank you, Tito. And if you don't want to have to spend any money, that's cool. We appreciate you just being here. Just make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. All that helps the algorithm so we can keep making this show grow because we're on our path to 8K. You guys are getting us very close. I think we're like 7.9, and you guys have been killing it this offseason with our videos. Close. So thank you so much. So back to you, Dave.
Yeah, no, somehow we are already at the hour mark. So if you have any questions in the chat right now, throw them in there. We'll answer them all before we kind of get out of here.
Also, we do have one voicemail. So I think it's up. Yeah, just came in. So we have one from Philip. Also, as well, you can leave a voicemail to the BFR podcast anytime. Down here at the bottom, you can see speakpipe.com/the BFR podcast. All you really do is just go to it, hold your phone, hold the button, talk, let go, and then boom, it automatically.
Hey, let's see that case. Look at that case.
Yes,
we need a BFR case, honestly.
Honestly, that might
clean,
be. Dude. You're thinking a little too far ahead. That might be something for the Patreon exclusive here.
All right,
that's going to be something we're working on. So yeah, in other words, join the Patreon because we're dropping a bunch of fun stuff this year, and we're super excited about that. But yeah, you can send a voicemail to us anytime, post games, pre games, off season. We love hearing what you have to say. So before we get to the questions, I figured we would
Let's get the voicemail in there. Also,
Yeah.
fun fact. I mean, some of our most viral clips are your guys' voicemails during the season. I would say during the games. So
sure.
keep it coming. I know we're about 5 months away from the season, but we appreciate the voicemails a lot. So,
all right, let's do it. This one is from Philip. So let's give it a peek. See what Phil's
What
got
up,
to say.
dudes? I'll be honest, it's been way too long since I've done this. We all know how much I love me a good voicemail. First off, Dave, man, that was way too kind of you earlier. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to be like you guys, man. Just trying to make good content. If you're a Bulls fan, you know where to go. Just another year. All right, onto some better shit. I'm going to the fucking draft next week, or next month, guys. I'll be there for all 3 days. If you want me to make fun of Green Bay fans, send me some good insults. I'm totally down to do it. If they want to throw hands, they can get that ass whooped. Just kidding. I still serve the fucking country. I can't do that. But I can't wait to troll the shit out of whoever the fuck they draft. And honestly, I kind of hope whoever they draft, I hope their family's sitting next to me because I'm going to tell them to kiss my ass and bear down. Honestly, it's going to be a great time. I'll rep, and it's insane you guys dropping this freaking pod. I'm literally wearing your shirt. And, guys, if you're not subscribed to the Patreon, go do that. It's fucking sick. Anyways, Caleb Williams is him. Any other orders of business? Welcome to the Big Dong Ben Johnson era. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good here. The Great Wall of Chicago is going to protect Caleb. And honestly, if we get Ashton Genty, we're probably going to break every single offensive record that ever existed. All right, probably not, but it's fun to dream. Bear the fuck down and fuck Green Bay.
oh man, I do love them. Thank you, Phil.
Thank you, Phil. Really do appreciate that. So.